Hello everyone, this is Aryan from More Than Just a Game, and today we will go through how to set up a game based on our bingo template. We offer free and paid online support, so feel free to contact us with any questions and suggestions. For this tutorial, I'll be using Unreal Engine 5.4, but the product supports anything above 421, so you can use any version that's compatible. So let's get started. First thing, we're gonna go over the data asset that we're gonna use for customizing some properties for our bingo version. The parent data asset is called DA bingo version data asset. So you can just instantiate it, or you can just duplicate one from the example in this directory. So I'm gonna open this up and show you the properties that you can customize. So first thing is the version name. This is something that's used in the local storage. So make sure you keep this unique and it's not the same among any of the other data sets you have, whether it's a bingo or any of our other products. The next thing is the widget class you have for this bingo version. I'll explain this one in more details, but this is basically where all the bingo logic happens. The next one is 2D lobby display name. You don't need to have this if you don't want to have a 2D lobby. I'll show you how the 2D lobby looks later on. The next thing is also related to the 2D lobby again. This is the thumbnail that's going to be shown in the menu in the 2D lobby. The next one is just an array of texture 2Ds. Just make sure it starts from 1 and goes up one by one. There's nothing more to say about this. And this is all you have to do in the data asset you create for your version. The rest of the customization will happen in the widget blueprint. For the widget blueprints, there are two things you can do depending on whether you want to have one bingo version or more than one. If you're just going to have one bingo version, you can just directly edit the parent class. This is the parent class, all the logic happens here and all that. And you can see the widget tree in here. You can just make customization, make these bigger, smaller, change the text, I don't know, change the textures, change the colors. Yeah, you can make all that happen in here, but if you want to have more than one version, you're gonna have to go through some steps. So the steps would be that you make this collapsed. As you can see, this is just the canvas panel as the parent in the tree. You go ahead and make a child class of this, just like that. You open it up, you copy this tree from the parent class, you paste it in the child class. When you hit compile, you'll see a bunch of errors. These are because some names are duplicates among like the child class and the parent class. Like for example, as you can see, we have lobby button here and we have lobby button in the parent class too. So all you have to do is just expand all of these and just go through all the variables like number image 1. These are just variables and you have to rename them. All you have to do is just add some underscore something in the end and you'll be good. And after you rename all of the variables, you go into the graph. After event construct, you call a function named override widget views and make sure you set this to true. Then you hook this up to the correct widget. So for example, we have uh, number image 1 underscore. Oh, let's go with this. We have balance text child in here, and we have balance text in here. We add an underscore to this. We can see it in here, and we just drag it here. We hook it up to this. And we do this for all of them, and that's it. You'd be good to go for the child. But as I said, if you just want one redesign, one version of the bingo, you can just directly edit the parent class. If you want your game to be played in 3D and you don't need a 2D lobby, all you have to do is just drag and drop an instance of this class inside your scene, BP Bingo 3D Actor. Or you can just instantiate from that and you can make some visual changes specific to your version. Like you can change the material that's displayed on the slot machine's screen. This is element 6 and 7 of the static mesh. And then when you drag and drop this into your scene, you have this variable called data asset. You just have to fill it with the data asset you made for this version, and that's it for playing in 3D. As you can see, you can just go ahead. It says press E to play, and when you press that, you can just play the game. If you want to have a 2D lobby, you have to go through the same process as you did for creating a child widget blueprint, but this time you'll create a child from this widget blueprint. But since it's unlikely that you may have more than one lobby, you can just directly go ahead and edit the parent class as you desire. But if you want to have more than one, you can just instantiate it and call the override widget views function again and all that. Go through the renaming variables, do all the process. After you're done with that, all you have to do is drag and drop an instance of this class into your scene. I already have one in here. Make sure you set 2D lobby to true and then fill this with the versions of data assets you have for different versions or variations of your bingo games and assign this to your lobby widget blueprint that you have created. And when you hit play, you can just see that thumbnail you set up in the data asset and the display name you set up for it. This doesn't look that aligned, but you can just take care of it in the parent class or the child class you create. This lobby blueprint is also compatible with all our other casino projects, and we will have a separate tutorial for that, for how to set up this lobby for different game templates we offer. So that's it for the bingo template. Feel free to ask any questions or suggestions you may have, and have fun coding.